Hello everybody, this is Angel. Today I'm going to show you how to put resin on top of a tile over a vinyl image. These tiles I got from Lowe's a long time ago. At the time they were probably 10-15 cents. Now they're who knows. Here's the Army Strong vinyl decal I made years ago. These are felt bottoms. And there is some masking tape. I cover the sides to help prevent with the drips from sticking to the back. And I'm going to mix my epoxy. It's 1 volume to 1 volume resin in the hardener, and I just got a very small amount. And after I mix it, I'm going to put it on the warmer for a little bit. So I'm going to fast forward through the mixing. And this is the candle warmer that I will use to put the resin on to get it nice and cool so it will flow very smoothly. So I'm going to mix this and then I will show you how I put on the layers of resin over the vinyl. So enjoy some music while I fast forward. Alright, we're all mixed up, and I just put in my resin on the warmer for a little bit and cleaned up my area. And I'm going to be taking these tools on the side here and slowly pour the resin on top of the coasters. I'm touching it to make sure it is not melting to the candle warmer, because if you leave it on too long, the cup will melt because it is plastic. But it does slowly warm up the resin so it doesn't get too hot. So I'm just smoothing this over, and I'm going to be doing this for a while. And I'm trying to make sure nothing drips off to the side to get up underneath. I normally, when I do these coasters, I have them up on top of cups, and I just wanted to try it just on this mat right here to see if it would work. Plus, being on cups, I wouldn't really have it level too much. But I'm just going to try to see if it works. I haven't done this without the cups. But normally you'd want to put it real high on cups so it doesn't drip all over your surface. But I'm not using a lot of resin, so I think it should be okay. So I'm going to fast forward to this part, and you can watch how I put it on. I just put a little bit on at a time, smooth it over, and I will go in 2 different directions so it can get inside each crevice instead of just doing one direction. And this is a silicone little scraper, which is pretty cool. I've got lots of tools like that are silicone so I can reuse them. Just wipe them off with a baby wipe. And I get the bottom felt at Walmart, but they can be bought at Amazon. And I'm not sure what the difference in price is. You'd have to check it out. But I got the ones I have at Walmart, and I got the tiles at Lowe's. And way back in the day, the tiles used to be 10, 20 something cents a piece. And I know the last time I looked, it was over $1, like 79 for one. And I got tons and tons of these. I probably need to use them up, but I do sell pretty coasters. They sell a lot at Christmas time, especially the ones I do where I put a little truck on it and a little farmland, and the picture I had done of somebody's house, and those sold really, really well. And I charge anywhere from 15 to 20 for coasters. Depends on what I put on them. But I did design this Army Strong on my cameo silhouette years ago. And actually, I just found these coasters. They were kind of dirty. I had them in my storage unit, and I'm thinking, well, maybe I'll just put some resin on top. This is before I knew how to really do resin. So I figured, well, maybe this will help seal up the vinyl so it doesn't come off and give it a little shiny look. Especially if you're going to put a beverage on there, you don't want it to get up underneath the vinyl and the vinyl start tearing off. Kind of like some of my tumblers I have done without putting resin on them, like I said, before I even started working with resin. But I'm hoping this will turn out. As I'm doing this, I keep seeing a lot of little holes within the resin, so you'll see me keep putting more resin on top, and I try not to put too much at once because I don't want it to go underneath. So I think I should have done the other option where you put the cup under it, because I think it would have worked out better, because I'm not putting that much and I keep getting gaps. So I think the best option for this, if you were to do this, is to put it on top of something a little bit higher than just the felt bottoms. And I wouldn't even put the felt bottoms on until after you have done the complete coasters. But you could put any type of picture on here. You could use a family picture. You could use some napkins. It would be pretty neat. Do some Mod Podge. And I've actually done some paper, like decorative paper from like Michael's, like those 12 by 12, and I'll just cut them on my cameo silhouette in a perfect square. These are 4.25 by 4.25. And what's really cool is if you go to the Dollar Tree at Christmas, they have boxes that fit these perfectly. And I do sell mine with boxes at Christmas time. So they come with the gift boxes, so you can keep them all together. And I think that's pretty cool to find the exact same size box. I mean, it fits just perfectly. So you can find the boxes for these at the Dollar Tree with the lids. And so I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through the rest, and then after this we will show you what it looks like after everything dries. And this is a voiceover because I had people were still awake, and I'm just having a hard time trying to do videos and not get all the noise in the house. So I'm gonna have to start trying to do these either way in the middle of the night or after everybody's gone for the day. But anyways, enjoy, and I hope you can make some beautiful coasters from watching my video for gifts for people. And I will see you in a minute. All right, now I'm going to use a heat tool. It's a low temp heat tool, a Conair. I removed the little curling iron part that was in there, and I'm just going to heat this up and make sure that it's hot before I start working with it. And I heat it up and try to push everything to the sides, because I did put a lot of it in the middle, so it can get even and can it smoothly flow over to the sides. Just be careful not to get too close and burn your vinyl or any other design. And I'm going to take the little scraper here and get any drips that are flowing. And I'm going to keep doing this until everything looks pretty level. And I'll be adding some more in the little spots that that didn't get covered. And spraying some more alcohol to help with the bubbles. And just don't stay in one spot too long or the resin will start smoking. Make sure you are wearing a mask anytime you heat up the resin. Actually, anytime you're working with the resin, you should be working with a mask. Alright, so I'm going to fast forward again and listen. You can listen to some more music. Alright, I am finished. Thank you for watching. And tomorrow I will show you what they look like. And I am praying that the tape did not stick. I know you can use other stuff to prevent the sticking. I saw a video where somebody put wood glue at the bottom of their surface and they just peeled it right off along with the overhang of the resin dripping. So I may try that one day, but thank you for watching and we'll see you in a bit. Alright, it is me. I am back. And there's no voiceover this time. And I apologize for using voiceover the last part of the video. But my house is clear now. So anyways, so I went ahead and took off the tape. And there are little areas where it's just kind of dulled out, but it is the bottom. The tape came off pretty good. And it's really smooth right here. So you can use masking tape. There's some areas I can just take my little blade and just go like this. And that just come right off. So I have a few areas to clean up, but it's actually not too bad. But the method with putting it on the cups is probably the better method to go than what I had done. They came out very, very good. It's very smooth. And at the end of this video, I will show you some more that I did a while ago for Christmas gifts. And I'll also show you the boxes that I put them in. It's just going to be a slideshow of some images of some I did in the past. So that's how you put resin on top of tile over a image, or you can also put it over like the mulberry paper. If you put an image over that with Mod Podge, you could also cover it with resin afterwards. Give it more of a seal, but these turned out really well. And also, if you do not want the felt pads like this, you can use the square. Dollar Tree has these square sheets, 8.5 by 11. You could cut a couple out and put them just flat on the bottom. That would work, but I like mine high up. That way, if the drink is sweating, it won't go right on top of the cardboard, the cork. So that's why I use these, but you can use whatever you want. But I like them raised a little bit. All right, thank you for watching and have a great rest of your day.